Quick question. Would you stand under cold water for 90 seconds if it gave you a natural surge of focus chemicals and the mental edge to protect your testosterone for the rest of the day? In cold experiments, people show big spikes in norepinephrine and dopamine. Fast. And here's the kicker. One bad week of sleep can drop daytime testosterone by around 10 to 15%. But 3 disciplined minutes in shower can be the switch that helps you nail the habits that actually raise it back up. Before we dive in, important. Cold exposure isn't for everyone. If you've got cardiovascular conditions, Raynaud's, you're pregnant, or you have other medical concerns, consult a healthcare professional first. Safety first, always. Testosterone matters for men and women. It drives motivation, mood, bone health, recovery, and libido. It's not just muscles, it's how you show up. Here's what you're getting today. You'll get a fast map of how testosterone is made and why temperature and stress might influence it. You'll cut through the myths that waste your time and learn the truths that keep you consistent. You'll walk away with a practical cold shower plan you can start tomorrow with levels, timing, and breathing so you actually stick with it. Your brain, specifically your hypothalamus, senses what's going on in the world and inside you. If output needs a bump, it releases a messenger that tells your pituitary to send LH, luteinizing hormone, down to the testes or ovaries. LH is like an on switch for testosterone production. That loop is your HPG axis, hypothalamus, pituitary, gonads. There's a quirky design feature here. Testes prefer to run a little cooler than core body temperature. That's why they live outside the body. Heat them up too much and certain aspects of function can dip temporarily. Keep them in a healthy temperature range and the factory hums along more efficiently. So why cold? Because cold exposure flips on your sympathetic nervous system, the get alert now switch. In seconds, norepinephrine rises, dopamine can climb, and cortisol may bump briefly. Short, controlled stressors, what scientists call hormetic stress, can make you more resilient when dosed right. Many people report a post-cold lift in mood and drive. Here's the big headline. Acute is not the same as chronic. Sensation is not a sustained change. Acute changes, how you feel right now, do not guarantee chronic changes, what your baseline hormones look like next month. The rush is real, the long game relies on habits. But that rush isn't trivial. It can be the spark that helps you actually train, sleep better, and eat right, the pillars that drive real testosterone health. Cold exposure can boost alertness in the short term. It may reduce perceived soreness and aid recovery if you time it well, and it trains your stress response so daily annoyances feel smaller, which indirectly supports hormonal balance. Nuance matters. The evidence is mixed on big, lasting testosterone increases from cold alone. But the behavioral ripple effects, consistency, better training, better sleep, are where the magic lives. Let's clear up a few myths. Myth 1. One cold shower equals a permanent testosterone spike. Reality. You'll get an acute stress response. You might feel more driven. But lasting testosterone changes depend on sleep, nutrition, training, body composition, and stress load. Without those, the cold is just cold. Myth 2. Cold ruins gains. Reality, long, aggressive cold water immersion immediately after lifting can blunt anabolic signaling and long-term hypertrophy. But a brief cold finish to your shower, 1 to 3 minutes, hours after training or on cardio days is a different story. That's usually fine and may help you feel recovered enough to stay consistent. Timing is everything. Myth 3. Only ice baths work. Reality, benefits run on a dose-response continuum. Showers around 10 to 15 degrees Celsius for 2 to 5 minutes can deliver a strong stimulus. If you can't measure, use a subjective scale. Uncomfortably cold but safe, with breathing controllable in 1 to 2 minutes. Daily consistency beats occasional heroics. No, you don't need a medieval barrel full of ice. Your shower is plenty, so what truly moves testosterone long-term, and where does cold fit? Pillars first. Sleep 7 to 9 hours. A single week of sleep restriction can cut daytime testosterone significantly in healthy young men. Eat dietary fats and cholesterol from whole foods: eggs, fatty fish, olive oil, nuts. Cholesterol is a raw material for steroid hormones. Swap ultra-processed fats for whole food fats. Lift weights. Heavy compound movements upregulate anabolic signaling and support body composition, indirectly helping testosterone. Find a healthy body fat range. High visceral fat increases aromatase activity, converting testosterone to estrogen. Improving body composition supports healthier levels. Manage stress. Chronically high cortisol fights testosterone. Brief, controlled stress like cold can train resilience if you recover well. Cover key micronutrients. Vitamin D, zinc, and selenium are common shortfalls that matter for testosterone and fertility markers. Where does cold fit? As a catalyst, it elevates energy and mood, so you do the pillars consistently. It can also cue discipline. When you choose the hard thing early, you choose the right thing later. Let's build your cold shower protocols, beginner to advanced, so you progress safely and actually enjoy the process. General safety first. If you have cardiovascular disease, Raynaud's phenomenon, are pregnant, or have other medical concerns, consult a healthcare professional before starting. Stop immediately if you feel chest pain, numbness, or dizziness. Never force a breath hold under cold water. Respect your limits. For temperature guidance, if you've got a thermometer, aim for 10 to 15 degrees Celsius. If not, go by feel. You want to step out, but you can control your breath within 1 to 2 minutes. That's your sweet spot. Colder isn't automatically better. Think dose, not drama. Your best lever is your nose. Slow nasal inhales, longer exhales. Try box breathing. 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold. Or the simple rule of a longer exhale than inhale, like in for 4, out for 6 to 8. This keeps the stress response in check and prevents the panic spiral. Beginner plan for weeks 1 and 2. Keep your normal warm shower. Finish with 30 to 60 seconds of cold. Start with face, neck, and chest, then turn slowly to your back. Focus on breath control. In through the nose for 4, out through the nose for 6. Go 5 to 6 days per week. Take a rest day if you feel run down. Your goal is to end each session in control, not shivering hard afterward. Intermediate plan for weeks 3 and 4. Finish with 2 to 4 minutes of cold total. Try contrast, 1 minute hot, 1 minute cold, repeated 2 to 3 times. End on cold if it's morning, end on warm if it's evening. Focus on relaxing the shoulders, softening the jaw, and steadying the eyes. Go 5 to 6 days per week. After cardio or low-intensity training, a cold finish is fine. After heavy lifting, wait at least 2 to 3 hours before going cold if you care about hypertrophy. Advanced plan for week 5 and beyond. Do 3 to 5 minutes of continuous cold. Mornings are best for alertness. On stressful days, try 2 micro sessions, 2 to 3 minutes in the morning and 1 to 2 minutes in the evening. Your mental framing is simple. This is controlled discomfort. I choose it. Aim for 4 to 6 days per week and include deload weeks where you reduce duration by 30 to 50% every 4th week. Timing tips. Morning gives the biggest alertness bump. It's great before work or creative sessions. Be careful before sleep. That alertness can delay bedtime. If you love evening cold, finish warm or keep it brief, less than 60 seconds at a milder temperature. After strength training, separate cold and lifting by a few hours to avoid blunting anabolic signals. After cardio, it's fine to finish cold, especially for perceived recovery. Ever tried going full ice hero on day 1? You last 2 days, then you ghost your own goals. Start small. Ritual beats spectacle. Here's a simple 4-week plan you can stick on your mirror. Week 1. 5 to 6 sessions, 30 to 60 seconds cold at an uncomfortable but safe intensity, about 15 degrees if you can measure it. Focus on in for 4, out for 6, and end calm with no shivering. Week 2. 5 to 6 sessions, 1 to 1.5 minutes cold. Same temperature or slightly colder. Try in for 4, hold 2, out for 6. Scan your jaw, shoulders, and hands for tension and release it. Week 3. 5 to 6 sessions, 2 to 3 minutes cold. 10 to 15 degrees if measurable. Use hot to cold contrast cycles. End on cold in the morning and on warm in the evening. Week 4, 5 to 6 sessions, 3 to 4 minutes cold. Keep the same temperature. Breathe in for 4, out for 8. Consider one deload day if you feel run down. How does this connect back to testosterone, mood, and performance? How does this connect back to testosterone, mood, and performance? You'll notice a surge in alertness and drive after the shower. That subjective vigor can translate into better training quality and adherence. You'll practice staying calm under controlled stress. Over weeks, that can reduce overreactions to daily stressors, indirectly helping hormonal balance. Many people feel less sore with smartly timed cold finishes, which means you show up tomorrow. And while it isn't magic, the mix of increased energy, better sleep, and solid training is the combo most people interpret as higher testosterone. Why do you want this? Energy for family? Confidence at work? A cleaner training week? Lock that reason in before the water turns. Let's ground this with 3 quick snapshots. Alex is 32 with a desk job. He started with 60-second finishes. Within 2 weeks, he logged 5 consistent lifts, stopped doom scrolling in the morning, and reported a cleaner focus window till noon. He didn't change anything else at first. Cold simply flipped his daily switch. Maya is 27 and a runner. She used contrast showers after tempo days. Soreness felt lower, sleep improved, and she finally stuck to her mobility work. No miracle, just momentum. James is 41 and a busy parent. His stack was a 3-minute morning cold shower, 10 minutes of sunlight and steps, and a protein-rich breakfast: eggs, berries, oats. In 8 weeks, he dropped visceral fat, hit personal records, and felt more present at home. The cold wasn't the hero, it was the cue. Try this habit stack: cold, then sunlight and steps, then protein, then lift. You walk out of the shower into a plan, not your phone. Now, let's run a guided 3-minute finisher you can follow tomorrow. Set your stance: feet firm, knees soft, jaw unclenched. Set your frame. This is practice, not punishment. The first 30 seconds. Water turns and the cold hits. Your first breath jumps. Let it. In through the nose for a count of 4. Out through the nose for a count of 6. Keep your eyes soft and your neck long. Longer exhale wins. Minute 1 to minute 2. Turn your shoulders to the stream. Scan from forehead to jaw to tongue to chest to hands and relax each on purpose. If thoughts race, label them thinking and return to the breath. In for 4, out for 6. You're not chasing toughness, you're studying calm. Minute 2 to 2:30. Now turn your back into the stream, right between the shoulder blades. In for 4, hold for 2, out for 8. Picture your ribcage widening on the inhale and melting on the exhale. Tell yourself, cold is a signal. I'm in charge of the response. Final 30 seconds, go still. Quiet breath, calm face. 3 slow breaths. Then step out. Stand tall. Inhale through the nose. Slow exhale. Towel. Smile. You just trained your nervous system before coffee. Let's add a few refinements so you level up without derailing gains. On strength days, if hypertrophy is a priority, finish showers warm right after lifting. Save cold for morning or at least 2 to 3 hours later. On cardio or skill days, a cold finish is fine. Keep it short if it's a late session to protect sleep. If evening cold makes you wired, end warm or move cold to the morning. Progress when breath control arrives in under a minute. Add 15 to 30 seconds or nudge the temperature slightly colder, but only one variable at a time. Every 4th week, take a deload. Cut cold time by 30 to 50%. Adaptation grows in the valley, not just the climb. Watch for red flags: numbness, persistent tingling, chest pain, dizziness, or uncontrolled shivering afterward. Stop and warm up gradually. If symptoms persist, seek medical advice. Here's a bonus mindset shift. The goal isn't to suffer, the goal is to practice control. Minimum effective dose beats maximum drama. Let's put the testosterone picture in perspective one more time. Cold showers can acutely increase alertness and make you feel more vigorous. That matters because it drives behavior. Lasting improvements come from the boring winners: sleep, smart training, nutrient sufficiency, and body composition. Cold helps by being a keystone habit, the morning lever that gets you to do the other stuff. That's why people swear by it. Not because it magically turns you into a hormone factory, but because it turns you into a consistent human. Before we wrap, one more safety note. Consult a healthcare professional if you have cardiovascular conditions, rhinos, are pregnant, or have other medical concerns. Go gradual, respect the water. Your 7-day challenge begins tomorrow. Days 1 and 2, 30 to 45 seconds of a cold finish. Days 3 and 4, 60 to 90 seconds. Days 5 through 7, 2 to 3 minutes. Use a printable checklist with 7 boxes and 3 small lines each day to log your temperature or feel your breath control and your energy afterward. Add a star next to the day. You least wanted to do it and did it anyway. That's the rep that counts. Drop a comment and tell me your day 3 wall. Was it the first gasp, the turn to your back, the voice that said, skip it? Naming it makes you stronger next time. If this helped, tap like, subscribe for more smart, science-backed performance, and share this with a friend who keeps hitting snooze. Tomorrow, when you face that handle, you'll have a plan and a reason. You don't control the temperature of the water, you control the meaning you give it. Step in, breathe, and let the day multiply from there.